Supreme's Madeira cake prepared mix provides a blend of high quality ingredients suitable for the manufacture of a wide range of Madeira cakes and cupcakes. You can add a variety of other ingredients and flavors to this prepared mix to create unique and superior quality products for your bakery. I'm now going to show you how to make a basic Madeira cake batter. The first ingredient we're going to add is the water. Then we're going to add the eggs. Now we're going to add the Supreme Madeira cake prepared mix. Using a whisk, we'll put it onto the mixer and mix for 1 minute on slow speed until all the ingredients have been incorporated. Once that's finished, we're then going to add the oil in stages. Once you're happy that all the ingredients have been incorporated, you can now start adding the oil. You need to add the oil very slowly in roughly 3 stages. So we're going to change the mixing machine to speed number 2 and add the first bit of oil. Once you see the batter is smooth, you can add your second bit of oil. And mix it again until the batter runs smooth. Okay, now you can add the final bit of oil. Once you see all the oil has been incorporated into the batter, you can change it on to speed 3 and mix it for approximately 5 minutes. I've now finished mixing the Madeira batter. We can now put it into the pan. Just give it a bit of knock around so it's all nice and even. Fill up your pan approximately halfway. Now a really good tip for you now, as the gas starts expanding when your Madeira cake goes into the oven, it'll always find the point of least resistance and it'll end up giving you a really nasty, ugly cracked surface on the top. So if you give the gas somewhere to go, it'll give you a really nice neat crack on the top. So what you do is you take your normal scraper, dip it in some oil, and in a very quick, fast movement, stick it in the center like that. It's in and out. That now forms a nice little area where the expanding gas can escape. Supreme's Madeira cake prepared mix is extremely versatile and also provides the ideal base for a vanilla cupcake and light fruit cake. I'm going to show you how versatile this product is by using the base mix and adding various inclusions. The first inclusion we're going to look at is just putting cherries in. Now we can add a blend of raisins and cherries. This gives you a really great light fruit cake. And we can add coconut. And here we have a mix of apple, cinnamon, and a few raisins. For this one, we have some grated orange zest. For this one, I'm going to add a bit of cocoa powder. We're going to go for the marbling effect here. I'll show you how you do that a little bit later. We'll take a spatula and just mix the inclusions into the batter. Right, now for the marbling effect. We take cocoa powder, blend it into the batter. I'm now going to put the batter into the foil trays. We'll start with the orange zest. Looking for approximately halfway up the tray. The Supreme prepared mix gives you really good baked volume. Try and make it as flat as you can. Now we can move on to the marbling effect. The first thing you add is just plain Madeira cake mix. Then we add the Madeira mix that has been mixed with cocoa powder. Just put it over the top. Give it a bit of a swirl around. And then just very gently mix it in. Don't over mix it, you actually want that marbling effect. Remember that last tip we spoke about? With the oil in the scraper? So just before it goes into the oven, dip your scraper into the oil and give it a quick chop. Now your Madeira is ready to go into the oven. We're looking at a baking temperature of around about 200 degrees for about 30 minutes. Supreme's prepared mixes always deliver consistent quality, predictable yields of baked products, and helps reduce wastage. Should you experience any problems, you can contact our technical support team who will provide the best solutions for your bakery. Here is a tip. After the baked Madeira cake has cooled down, you must wrap it within 1 hour to improve the shelf life. I've kept out 4 Madeira loaves. I'm going to show you how to decorate them to add a bit more of a visual impact for your customers. The first thing I'm going to do is to pipe a bit of royal icing over the top. This one, I've got a bit of prepared buttercream. I'm just going to add some buttercream over the top. The coconut one, I'm going to put in a bit of fondant icing. Let it run all over the Madeira cake. And finish off with a sprinkling of coconut. The last one, I'm just going to dust it liberally with some icing sugar. Instead of just throwing away all of your Madeira cake and sponge offcuts, I'm going to show you a way we can convert them into a product called cake pops. The first thing you do is take all your offcuts into the bowl. If you want to, you can add some orange zest. Now we need to add a binding agent. We can add either some apricot jam or some lamington dip. So just to get the mix started, I'm going to put a few spoons of apricot jam in, a bit of lamington dip. Then using a flat beater, we're going to mix it and keep adding apricot jam until we get the right consistency to make balls. Okay, it's still too dry. I need to add a bit more of the binding agent. Add a bit more apricot jam, a bit more of the lamington dip. Okay, this consistency is right now. Now I'm just going to continue the mixing process just to make sure all of the sponge is mixed into the dough. Okay, now we have the right consistency. It mustn't be too soft or too hard. You must be able to mold it in your hands to make little balls. Now I'm going to show you how to mold them into the balls to start making the cake pops. You can take off as much or as little as you want and just roll them in your hands. Make balls. Now we've made our little balls, now I can show you how to finish off the cake pops. The first thing you want to do is put it into some sort of sauce, a chocolate sauce. Here I have a lamington glaze. So you dip it in there, pop it into the chocolate vermicelli, give it a bit of a shake around, and pop it back on the tray. And here I'm going to put it into a bit of roasted coconut. I'm going to put this cake pop into a bit of icing sugar. Once you finish decorating your cake pops, the last step is to put a stick into the top. Using Supreme's Madeira prepared mix allows you the opportunity to bake a wide variety of products. Supreme's baking specialists have a wealth of knowledge to share with you and your baking team to ensure the optimum satisfaction of your customers. For more recipes, business tips and other valuable information, please review our Supreme website.